Guinea's got a population of 13.5 million in an area of 245,857 square kilometers. Now, this is formally called French Guinea. It achieved independence in 1958. Guinea has a history of military coups. After decades of authoritarian rule, in 2010, it held its first democratic election. So you had a lot of rocking around in different people, with dictators and stuff. But this can actually be some pluses, which I'm going to go with you. Every one of these countries have their pluses and minuses, and I'm going to go for that, with you today, because you can't just look at these countries because they're in Africa and say there's no advantage of going there, because this one does have some really good advantages, which I'm going to be going over with you. Also, folks, if you want to legally get around high income taxes or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Okay, now, Guinea, officially also called the Republic of Guinea, is a coastal country in West Africa. It borders the Atlantic Ocean to the west, Guinea-Bissau to the northwest, and then Senegal to the north. And then you got Mali to the northeast, and Cote d'Ivoire to the southeast, and then Sierra Leone and Liberia to the south. Now, Muslims represent 85% of the population. French is the official language of Guinea and is the language of communication in the schools and government administration and the media. Now, Guinea's economy is mostly dependent on agricultural and mineral production. It is the world's second largest producer of bauxite and has deposits of diamonds and gold. Now, Guinean citizens have visa-free or visa-free and will have access to 55 countries and territories. Now, ranking this passport 89th in terms of travel freedom, it tied with countries like Gabon, Rwanda, Senegal, and Togo, which are other type African countries. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages. Let me go over some things that are probably disadvantages. I'm going to kind of intermix these. It does have a high corporate tax rate at 35%, and it does tax worldwide income if you live there. Now, there is a personal income tax as high as 40%. There's a sales tax of 18%. Now, you probably wonder, why in the hell are you showing us this? Well, no, it does have some advantages, which I'm going to show you. Now, let's go over the naturalization if you want to get naturalized. This is how most of our viewers get citizenship. Now, naturalization can be granted to persons who have resided in the territory for sufficient period of time to confirm they understand the customs and traditions of Guinea. Now, general provisions are that applicants are good character and conduct, have no criminal convictions which resulted in a sentence of more than a year, are in good physical and mental health, and have adequate means of self-sufficiency. Now, applicants must typically have resided in the country for at least 5 years. Besides, foreigners meet the criteria. Other persons who may be naturalized include the following. All right, now, these are people that can actually get naturalized here. Okay, now adoptees who adoption is informal are allowed to naturalize. Number 2 option would be persons born in Guinea who did not acquire nationality prior to age 16 can naturalize after demonstrating 5 years of residency prior to the request. The third way is the spouses of a Guinean national after 5 years of marriage and 3 years of residency in Guinea, provided at the time of the request the marriage is not dissolved. Now, they should have a child. The marriage period is, if they have a child, if the marriage is dissolved, there could be a problem there. Now, they should have a child, and the marriage period is reduced to 3 years if they do this. So, if you're going to get married or have children or something like this, you can reduce it that way. But I can tell you, even in these different ways that I'm telling you, things don't happen quick in these African countries, I'm telling you. So the figures I'm telling you, you can count on doubling or tripling that before you can get that passport. I'm going to tell you a quick way to get it here in a minute. Now, minor children can be automatically naturalized when their parents acquire nationality, or persons who have performed exceptional, listen to this, persons who have performed exceptional service to the nation without a residency period. Now, what does this mean? Well, if a person goes in and they make offers, and the offer is pretty much up to you and who's in office. Most of these top countries that offer this are in Africa. It is in the law, so it's nothing against the law. Okay, there is no residency period in this. It's going to be based on who's in office, what you offer. The lawyer that we work through, we actually help you on this. We do this country, and it depends on what we negotiate. Okay, that's what it amounts to. Could it be 10 or 15,000? Maybe. Okay, probably not. Probably they're going to want more than that. Okay, it just depends again who's in office at that time. All right, now let's look at. But you have an agreement drawn up, so that way you know that it's going to be, they're going to go through with it if the agreement's agreed to. Now, let's look at dual nationality. Okay, now dual nationality is not allowed in Guinea for persons who obtain Guinean nationality at birth. Now, GDP per capita is only $1,189 US a year, which is extremely low labor cost. If you're looking for low cost of labor, I mean, you're looking at, we're talking about $3-4 US a day. Now, you'd have to look for, you would want to be looking for highly educated people, or people that are good at labor. Maybe they're not real smart, but they're good at handling labor. But if you can get your costs down lower, sometimes what you'll find out, folks, that places where the taxes are higher, but your labor costs, you can drop it 90%, you'll actually save more money totally, okay, by going to a place. If you have a lot of people, in your firm, then you can end up saving a lot more money being in a place maybe where the taxes are higher, but the labor cost is maybe down 90% from what you're paying right now. You have to, everybody's different. You're going to have to look at your situation and see how that works, okay? Now, you don't have to actually live there. You can have a company there and you can live somewhere else and be taxed on your worldwide income somewhere else, but only the company taxed on its worldwide income because that company is in Guinea. So it just depends on how it's set up. We can show you how to do that, okay? Now, also, folks, if you want to legally get around high income taxes and how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, again, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2, so I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And then if you want to know more on this, on how to get your income taxes to 0, or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 to 60 days, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.